Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. My name is Kirsten, and today I am filming an honest review for you guys of all of my expensive home items and whether or not they're worth repurchasing. I was actually inspired to film this video by JnayDaily. I've talked about her on my channel before. She and her home are just so inspiring to me, so when she posted this video, I thought it might be fun for me to do it as well. So be sure to check out her channel as well. I'm sure you guys are already subscribed, but I'll be sure to link her channel below. And let's just get started with this video. So first things first, I want to talk about this bed. This isn't the most expensive bed, but it is pretty hefty in price, at least for me. I think it averaged around $800, but I absolutely love this bed. I think it's just so beautiful. I love the high headboard. I also love the wing back detailing on the side. I think this bed is just so classic, and I can definitely see myself using this for years and years to come. I also love the light coloring of the fabric. I think it's timeless and will go well in any space, and I definitely love the linen look and feel of the material. It's just perfect all around and goes really well with my home decor, so I definitely would recommend this bed, and I have recommended it to so many people already. I have already taken it apart and put it back together when I moved into this space, and it's held up so nicely. It's just so perfect. The only thing I will say is that it's very low profile, so it's hard to kind of fit anything underneath. If you're looking for something that has storage, this might not be the best option for you, but I feel like you might be able to find a more standard version of this that is a little bit higher. Because the other thing about this is that I had to actually purchase a box spring for it so that my mattress would sit high enough on the bed, which is just another expense that you don't really want to deal with if you don't have to. So those are the only downsides of this bed, but I would absolutely repurchase this, and I do recommend it for anyone looking. Now, another thing on my bed that was pretty expensive was my mattress. I purchased a puffy mattress, and if you don't know, it's one of those mattresses that come in a box and then it inflates and it kind of molds to your body, so it's really nice and luxurious. It's one of those, like, I think it's like Tempur-Pedic or memory foam, so it's very soft and plush, but also still has that firmness to it, if you know what I'm saying. And this thing had to be like close to $1,000, probably $900. I think I got a discount on it at the time, and I still love it. I've had it for, I think, a year now or a little bit longer than that, and it's still super comfortable. I do have my little mattress protector on it now and my mattress topper, and I just love it. Now, as you all know, I have topped my bed off with this little Barabee blanket, and this is a weighted blanket, so it's 15 pounds, I think, and this guy was $269. So yes, that is a lot of money for a blanket. However, I loved, one, the color. I felt like it just added really nice warmth to the space. And what I also really like about it is that this one doesn't have any glass beads or any sand inside, which is what other weighted blankets usually have inside to keep them heavy. Unfortunately, the thing about those is that it sometimes unevenly distributes the weight, so that all the glass beads are on one side or all the sand ends up on the other, and then it's not very good for your body. So I'm pretty sure the thing that makes this heavy is just the fabric that it's made with. It's made with Tencel, so that keeps its weight. I did recently wash this thing, and I had such a hard time drying it. So my dryer wasn't strong enough, and it almost actually broke my dryer. So I ended up having to take it to the laundromat and keep it there for hours and hours and hours because it just wouldn't dry. So that's something to keep in mind if you're thinking about purchasing it. It's not the ideal kind of situation for washing and drying, but they say you only have to do it a couple times a year. Okay, now let's go over to the living room space so we can talk some more expensive home purchases. Okay, so you know I had to talk about this media console. This console is from West Elm, and it is probably the second most expensive thing in my home. So this bad boy was about $1,500, and thinking about it, I feel like I was actually crazy to purchase this. I don't know what I was thinking, but I absolutely fell in love with it in the store, and the saleswoman was just amazing, let me just say, because she got me to buy it. Now, I will just say that I caught them during their Labor Day sale, so I didn't spend $1,500. I feel like I spent a little less, but then when you add up taxes and shipping and all that, it kind of totaled to around that anyway. But I really do love this piece. I've spoken about it before and about how versatile it is because it can be used as a buffet. So I feel like if I grow out of this space or when my lease ends and I move into a bigger apartment, I could always use this in my dining room area or even as a dresser in the bedroom because it is all closed storage. So I really do love this piece and I definitely do recommend it. It is super high quality, super heavy actually. So that's kind of another downfall if you plan on moving or if you like to move your furniture around. This thing is impossible to carry on your own. I had to get movers specifically for this and like my coffee table and stuff because of the marble. It is so heavy and I absolutely could not lift this on my own. This does have a marble top, which can get stained pretty easily, but for me it's not a problem because this isn't an area that's used a lot for like placing cups and things like that. So this hasn't gotten stained yet, so I definitely would repurchase this item. I love it so much. I love all the details of it. I love how simple and classic and beautiful it is. And that's about it for my little TV stand area. Now moving on, I do have this huge mirror behind me. This is from IKEA and it was priced at around $127 if I'm remembering correctly. So IKEA is generally pretty affordable, so I would say that that's a good price for a mirror of this size. But I actually found this on Facebook Marketplace, so I got it for $90, which was a steal because everyone wants this mirror. I feel like this mirror is just such a huge statement. It's where I check out my outfits for the day, and pretty much anytime someone comes to my apartment, they're at this mirror like checking themselves out and taking pictures. So this is definitely a staple in my home and I would absolutely repurchase it even for its original price. Okay, next I wanted to talk about my coffee table. So I actually went through so much drama to get this coffee table. I always knew that I liked this one, but I really was trying to cut down on my expenses and just find a dupe version because I feel like marble coffee tables can be pretty easy to replicate. So I actually ended up ordering like 3 different tables before I went with this one. They came to my apartment, I assembled them and then realized they were just not right. Ended up disassembling them, packing them up in their boxes, shipping them back. And let me just say, coffee tables are not easy to ship back. They're just so heavy. I had to like carry them to the post office. It was a mess. So if you have a gut feeling and you want a specific coffee table, I suggest you just go with it. Don't be like me and get 4 different coffee tables before making a decision. So anyway, the problem with the other tables was that they weren't real marble and you could tell that it was just like a vinyl sticker kind of covering the top of the table. And then some of the other ones had golden legs, which wouldn't match with my sofa, or they were too small or they were too big. I had so many things going wrong. So definitely measure, do all your research before you land on your coffee table. Now this coffee table was about $5.99 from West Elm. The only thing for me is that the veining is a little bit busy on this table. So when I saw it in person, I really loved how it looked, but the problem with marble is that it's real stone, so you never really know what you're gonna get. There's lots of varieties when it comes to marble when it's the real stone. So this veining is a bit busy and it's also on the grayer side, which is okay, but I really only wanted my couch to be gray and everything else to be more warm toned. So that's kind of the problem aesthetically with this table. The other big problem, which is why I wouldn't recommend this piece actually, is that this stains so super easily, and any little amount of water or drippage or spills that you get on this table, even if you get a towel and wipe it away really fast, it's going to leave a mark. And I will show you guys, I have some stains on this table, kind of a lot of stains on this table, just from regular water spills or even trying to water my plants on the table. It's just been a mess. So this is a coffee table. It's meant for you to put drinks on. It's meant for you to use, and this is just not practical for that purpose. So I definitely do not recommend this, unfortunately, and I will likely purchase a new coffee table if I ever move out. However, this couch, I love this couch. I actually ended up purchasing this because I was going to go with one from West Elm that was like well over $2,000 for a sectional, but I found this one from Castlery and this was about $1,800, I believe. So this is the most expensive purchase in my apartment. but it's so worth it. It's a sectional, so you can fit lots of people, you can put your legs up. It's very comfy, and I love the fabric material. You do kind of break it in a bit because it was a bit firm when I first got it, but now everyone says that the couch is so comfortable, and the fabric is also really nice. I thought when I first got it that it was gonna be very easy to stain, but actually I just have that Folex carpet cleaner and it works like magic on this fabric. So it hasn't caused me too much trouble yet, and I really do love this couch. The only thing is that it is a little large for smaller apartments, but if I've managed to fit it in this studio, then that says a lot because this is a small space. So I love this couch and have really had no issues with pilling, no issues with having to fluff it a lot. Like, this is just such a low maintenance couch, and I definitely recommend it. Okay, now moving on to this rug. A lot of you guys know that this rug is the Colca rug from West Elm, and I absolutely loved it and knew that I needed it in my space just because it had all of the color tones that matched my apartment. So it had that little gold rusty color, it has some gray, some cream, some black. It just had every color that I needed to kind of make this whole space work and make it very cohesive. I still absolutely love this rug to this day. It is pretty expensive though. I do want to say it retails for about $400 for the 5x8 size. Now again, I got this on the sale, so I paid about $280, which is such a big price difference, but that's still kind of expensive for a rug. And if you notice, it does pill a bit. So it does snag and it has some kind of rough looking edges at some points. It is a bit tricky to clean. So I do have to go in with the vacuum a few times to get all the crumbs up and anything that kind of lands on the floors. But I do love it. I love the pattern, I love the colors, and I would absolutely repurchase this rug. Now here we are at my nightstand, or what I've been using as an end table lately. And this is yet another piece that I got from West Elm. As you can tell, I really like West Elm. But this guy was about $300 just for one, so yes, that is quite expensive. But again, it had the beautiful, warm, creamy tones that I really liked, and I just love how sturdy and good quality this piece really is. It's got a nice dresser, and then it also has this open space where I was able to add that basket for more storage. And I just really love this nightstand. I have gotten so many compliments on it, and I absolutely would recommend purchasing this item, and I would repurchase it myself. I really have no complaints about it, and the good thing is if you purchase from West Elm, all the furniture is pretty much already built for you, so I didn't have to worry about struggling with this myself. The drawers slide in and out super easily, and everything is just very well made. So you know you're getting quality pieces, so that's what I love about this. I've even seen people purchase two and have them on either side of their beds, and it looks just as beautiful. This also comes in a set, so they have a wide 6-drawer dresser or a tall 5-drawer dresser, I believe. And I absolutely love all the pieces that come in the set. I think they're all stunning and super well made, as I said, so this was definitely worth the money. Now let's head over to my newly formed bar area so we can talk about the last expensive purchase in my apartment. So last but not least, for my most expensive home purchases is this dresser from CB2. So I'm currently using it as a little bar stand just because it is kind of close to my kitchen. But it does store my clothing inside, as you can see, and the drawers, again, they slide in and out super easily. This was already built for me, so I didn't have to worry about that. So this dresser is actually from 2017, I believe, but the modern version that's currently on their website is about $600. Now, I would not pay that much for a dresser. No way would I pay that much for a dresser. But I actually found this guy on Facebook Marketplace for less than half the price. So that was definitely worth it to me. I got this, didn't have to worry about building it because I originally was going to just go for a dresser from IKEA. But if you know, those can tip over, so you kind of have to mount them to the wall, and I just didn't want to deal with all of that. So this was the perfect solution. It actually holds so much because it is pretty wide, and the drawers are very deep, unlike the ones from IKEA. So this is definitely a great purchase. I don't know that I would pay full price. Well, I definitely wouldn't, but I am happy that it's in my home and it is good quality. So that's something to consider. Because it was from Facebook Marketplace, it does have some little stains on the top, but that's okay with me, you know, little scratches here and there, but really that's fine. It's not super noticeable, so I don't mind. And it serves its purpose, so I'm happy with that. And I think that about completes this video. So yeah, that's the last thing that I wanted to share here. So that about completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm so appreciative of your support and your love and your comments. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to check the description box if you want to shop any of these items. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.